Hey guys, welcome back to my NFL predictions. I've done all the NFC East. If you want to know those records, I'll say them at the end of the video, and I will. I have videos on them. All right. So for today, we'll be starting with the NFC West, and the San Francisco 49ers are first up. They're I know a lot of teams and from the NFC, they'll go to the Super Bowl one year, and then next year they'll be bad. I mean, like the Falcons did. I mean, the Panthers did it. The Falcons did it. The Eagles did it. Well, they weren't bad, but they weren't like as good as they were. And then the most recently the Rams did it. And so, but I don't think the 49ers are going to do it because they played really well in the Super Bowl, and they didn't give any signs of getting worse out the off season. So I think they'll probably have another dominant year here. Okay, so let's get started. Week 1, they're playing the Cardinals. And is this Sunday night? No. Anyways, the Cardinals. I feel like everyone's trying to say that Kyler Murray is gonna be this big star this year, and he's gonna, shine, and they're gonna go 13-3, and they're gonna be the new leaders of the NFC West, which seems to have a new person on top. I mean, it used to be the Seahawks who were on top of it. Then a few years ago it was the Rams. Last year it was the 49ers. For all we know, the Cardinals are gonna be on top of it next year. But I don't see the Cardinals in week 1 winning this game. So 49ers get probably they've got a pretty easy stretch here at the beginning. Then they go up against the Jets. And, I mean, Sam Darnold's, he hasn't really shown that much, and then he got injured. I don't feel like he's got enough to beat the 49ers, even if they are at home. So I think the 49ers win that one. And then they're playing the Giants, one of the games I already predicted. I feel like the Giants are going to get much better this year. But then again, they are playing the 49ers, who are elite. So I think that's what puts them over the edge. The Eagles have been kind of like going on a decline the past few years. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. They haven't. Okay, so I think they're going to get way worse because, they made it to the Super Bowl. And then they've been making it to the playoffs, but it seems like they got rid of Nick Foles. And now I just feel like they've been getting worse every year. Okay? Like they barely made it in this year. This year, I don't think they're going to make it in. I've already made my predictions. I'll tell you later. But I don't think that the Eagles have enough to beat the 49ers at home. The Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa. The Dolphins video is going to be hard. I think it's funny because the Dolphins, everyone was saying the Dolphins were going to tank for Tua, get the first spot for Tua. And then they got the 5th spot. They got the 5th spot in the draft. And they still got him. So, they won 5 games. They beat the Patriots, and yet they still got their quarterback. I think that he could be the next Kyler Murray, Just one of those rookies that's just becoming mediocre now. But I think, I think the 49ers are going to be on a roll. They're going to have 5 wins. And the Rams. So I think, despite the fact that the Rams didn't make the playoffs last year, and they're pretty terrible, I think that they can pull off a win in this game, simply because this is a divisional game. They know the 49ers so well. The 49ers are probably getting hyped up off their 5 wins. The Rams, they aren't terrible. They did have a chance in this game. So I think that's where they win. 49ers and Patriots. It's so weird seeing the Patriots and not instantly thinking, I don't know, like, complete, always win. I don't know. It's so weird not thinking of the Patriots as a dominant force. But really, I think this is going to be, one of Bill Belichick's last years. Not because he's a bad coach, or because, they're going to slowly get worse and worse. And I think the 49ers are going to show that by punching the Patriots in the face at home. 49ers, I wonder how many Patriots fans are going to turn into Tampa Bay fans overnight. Because, they got Gronk and Brady on one team. 49ers Seahawks. This is another divisional game. And I feel like, they're 6-1, but I feel like they probably can beat the Seahawks. Feels like every year the Seahawks are, everyone's saying that the Seahawks are not going to be good, that they're going to go 6-10. Everyone's always saying that the Seahawks are going to be crap, and then they make the playoffs. And 2 years ago people were saying, all right, so they had their time, and now they're not going to be good anymore, and then they made the playoffs and lost in the wild card round. Then just last year people were saying that was their last grasp. They made the playoffs, and now they're going to have to start rebuilding. And then they made the playoffs, and then they won a playoff game. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do this year, because now everyone's saying, oh, now they're really going to have to do bad. People are either saying that, or they're saying what I'm saying, as in, everyone's saying that they're doing bad, they're going to do bad, which means they must be going to do good. All right, and going against the Packers. Now, this is a tough game. I'm not surprised this is a Thursday game. Everyone's going to be tuning into this one to watch, the Packers smack down on the 49ers. Because they've really had pretty easy teams throughout the rest of their, throughout the whole season. And then they go up against the Packers, boom, kind of see, I know you're 6-1, but we can do it. And then the Saints at home, I think that's another game that they can win, that they can lose. Okay, the Saints are elite. Drew Brees, he doesn't seem to get worse as he gets older. He's really good. He doesn't have quite an arm, but he's accurate. And they've got Michael Thomas. I don't know much about the Saints. All right, then they go into their bye week. You're 7-3. You got the Rams next week. They want revenge, and I think they get their revenge. They beat the Rams. Okay. All right. And now you're looking at the rest of their schedule. They're probably, kind of calming down, all right, we just kind of got to coast out. We're 8-3. We play the Bills, Redskins, Cowboys, Cardinals, Seahawks. We got this. The Saints game is a playoff game, and I haven't even simulated the Saints seasons. All right, up against the Bills. And I think the Bills are going to surprise everybody and beat the 49ers. Okay? I'm not saying the 49ers are worse than the Bills. I'm just saying they're going to become a Rams team again, and they're going to make the 49ers have doubts. But the Redskins, who I think at this point in the season are going to be playoff bound. So this is going to be teams everyone's going to be wait, are the Redskins going to beat the 49ers? Are they really going to do this? But then no, the 49ers are going to be hush, hush, hush. We're still good. Come on. 9-4, I'm against the Cowboys. Everyone's going to be oh no, it's a rivalry game, Sunday night, yippee. And I think the Cowboys at this point are going to be, at this point are going to be they have to win the rest of their games to make the playoffs. And I think the 49ers can probably, knock them out of the playoffs, saying all right, buddy, you settle down. Now they're pretty much, coasting into the playoffs. So I think that this game, they play hard. But I think the Cardinals find a way to beat them. Because I do think Kyler Murray at some point is going to be a pretty good quarterback. So I think as the season goes on, he's going to get better and better. And now they're we're not supposed to be 10-5. So now they're probably there's probably a lot of things oh, who's going to get the first round bye? And then the 49ers are going to beat the Seahawks and say, shut up. We're going to get the first round bye. I don't know if they're going to get the first round bye, but still. And so 11-5 is the record. And if you wanted to see, this is what I had the NFC East as. No, I know no one's going to like that, but 10-6 for the Redskins, 9-7, Giants, 8-8. And 6-10. And then you can see the division. Whatever. And then 11-5, probably first in the division, but I don't know yet. Technically, those other three teams could very easily go on top if I made them win the rest of their games. But anyways, thank you for watching my video. You're very nice. Go ahead and leave a like if you agree with that. If you're a 49ers fan, let me know. And thanks for watching the whole thing. Goodbye.